Final. It's Atalanta and Bayer Leverkusen. The lineup for Leverkusen here: Maciej Kovac, Tapsoba, Stanisic, Hincapié, Xhaka, Palacios, Frimpong, Grimaldo, Wirtz, and Amin Adli. For Leverkusen, or not Leverkusen, for Atalanta, it is Juan Musso, Kolasinac, Isakin, Jimshiti, Ruggeri, I believe, is at left wing back. The game is kicked off. We are underway, and I completely have forgotten the lineup for Atalanta. So, good job, me. Go grab my tab.
Here comes Leverkusen. Leverkusen in white.
Yeah.
Atalanta.
Gian Piero Gasperini has been amazing in the technical area for Atalanta.
Okay. So, Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso, of course.
In his sweater, bros. I was asking if my friend.
Okay.
Okay, Leverkusen with the ball. Passing around.
The lineup for
Middle.
Atalanta is the same formation as Leverkusen. Juan Musso, Kolasinac, Isakin, Jimsiti, Ruggeri, Koopmeiners, Ederson, Zappacosta, Adamola Lookman, Charles de Catalara, and Gianluca Scamacca.
Holding the ball at the back is Leverkusen, passing it up. A bit risky. They stay with it. Frimpong going up, I think that is. Playing a bit out of position. Atalanta recover. It's cleared in the air. It's in the air.
I think there's going to be a bit of rotations because we can't. There is actually because both Josip Stanisic and Hincapié are both primarily center backs that can play wing back. And Grimaldo and Frimpong have both played at Cam this season.
From Atalanta.
And Atalanta are actually breaking through here. Can't really tell who that is. It looks like maybe Scamacca goes down. I don't think that is Scamacca.
I think Scamacca was...
No, Scamacca's in the middle there. I can't tell who that is. I think that's Zappacosta, actually.
Whoever was out wide right there on that play.
I think
Zappacosta.
Zappacosta.
For a second, because it looked like from my angle. I think I saw a bit of focus. I don't know. It's a hard...
Yeah. I'm not sure. Especially so early, I don't think that should be a foul.
Ooh.
And, I mean, Adli's going down now. And they're going to call this. That was a foul by Jim City.
I don't think that's a foul. I think it's just a collision that...
Agreed.
Adley was in a more painful situation. You guys even see they both go for the header.
Yeah.
What? Atalanta captain. Who again?
Jim City.
Kimchi.
Because their normal captain Daron is injured.
Goes
And
to retire.
actually, the captain for Leverkusen, Lukas Hradecky, is on the bench, and Juan Musso has to punch that out there.
Which this
Leverkusen
is
looking
not
dangerous
good.
here.
I mean-
Frimpong out wide. Frimpong fighting for it, loses it.
Maciej Kovar has been.
Maciej Kovac has
League.
actually been really good in the Europa League. He has. And it's going to be another foul here. Yeah, look at that. Punches it out. I don't know what the defenders are doing here.
So it's a very. This is a very. Even though Leverkusen might be undefeated, it's shakily undefeated.
Yeah.
Barely scraping draw.
To be fair,
a
yeah,
lot.
but 51 games unbeaten is still 51 games unbeaten.
Oh, from Leverkusen.
Brilliant ball over the top, just can't find Florian Wirtz. And Atalanta recover possession. It's Juan Musso, goalkeeper.
Walking out.
Over to Isak Hien. Kolasinac.
Cleared up. Tatsoba heads it forwards. It's a giveaway.
Atalanta
It's a give.
back, and they give it right to Piero Incapie.
And
it will be a free kick out on the right wing there.
It looks like it's for a tug on the jersey. Right
Yep.
there, just pulls
Incapie pulls. He just rips him down. Charles de Ketelaere. Definite foul. And it will be a free kick for
free kick that is.
Atalanta. Out on the right wing here.
Early on, just 6.5 minutes in.
I'm sure no one's going to be wanting to concede this early.
I mean, both teams are going to want to score this early.
Yeah. Scoring early always gives you an advantage.
Especially
Almost
Atalanta.
always gives you an advantage. No, I'd say it probably goes the same way for both teams. And that's not a very good free kick, and Leverkusen will break, but Atalanta win it back. Leverkusen recover possession again.
This is going to be a very interesting game. Two amazing teams. Atalanta, as I said, is being put under the bus right now. It's a good Atalanta team.
Yeah. Anyone watching, put your predictions in chat here. Oh. Almost.
Bouncing ball, they're going to appeal for a corner.
Bouncing.
Did it
bouncing,
touch?
Does it touch? It's from Kolasinac or Ruggeri there. I can't tell if that's Hincapie or Scamacca that gets the last touch. That is actually a handball.
His hand's out.
Yep. Hincapie's hands stretch out. Scamacca tries to head it, hits into Hincapie's hand, bounces off Scamacca, and into his hand, and they're actually going to give a goal kick.
What I'm going to say about this is
Wow.
that
How is that not given as a penalty?
That should. I mean, I couldn't see that, but once Scamacca was appealing, they should have looked at it.
We actually have coat miners appealing to the referee here.
Clear foul.
That's an interesting one there. With that handball.
And you might be like, if you were to see that, you might be like, Well, the action is Scamacha headed it down into his hand. His hand was literally out like that.
Bayern got a
And the ball
penalty
was
against
being
Man
passed.
United for that. Pretty much the exact same thing. Corner. Upamecano heads it into Christian Eriksen's hand. Yeah, not a very successful long ball there from Atalanta, and it's right to Maciej Kovac.
It's not that he didn't have time to react. He should have never had his hand in it.
I mean, it is difficult to be fair, but I'd say that like 9 times out of 10 that gets caught, especially later in the game. I think the reason why they're not checking it is because of how early it is. We're only 10 minutes in.
Talking about bad calls. Even though Bayern still won this against Arsenal, the referee saying the reason why he didn't call it was because it was childish.
A children's mistake. But that doesn't have anything to do with this. It doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna ignore it. For now, this isn't the time.
With a ball on, I think that should be looks like an Atalanta ball.
Leverkusen
Yep, look
have to actually play in the DFB Pokal final in just, I believe, 4 days. They play on Saturday in the DFB Pokal final. Again, it may be against second-tier Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern have been in good form as of late.
Who's a hungry Kaiserslautern?
And no matter what happens, this is going to be a tiring match for Leverkusen. So and also the fact that they have to travel from Leverkusen to Dublin to Berlin in the span of a week.
Wait, Leverkusen to Dublin to Berlin.
Yeah, isn't really the best situation to be in for Leverkusen. The corner there is headed out, but headed back in. Tries to head it back to Cope Miners, but this isn't a very good position for Atalanta. But they still got it. It's a cross goal for Atalanta. 1-0.
Amazing strike.
Adamola Lookman. 12 minutes. Wow. Brilliant strike.
And just like
it really
that,
is. Atalanta lead.
And you might be like, okay, Leverkusen has come back from situations like this multiple times.
Yeah, obviously. But look at this. Not a very good position, but they make it a good position. Out on the wing, the ball comes across, and Lookman from absolutely nowhere. That is a really good run into the box from Lookman, who just smashes it into the top corner.
I think
it's brilliant positioning there from Lookman. And it's a brilliant one-touch finish there.
If he can be
with Leverkusen's defenders at the back just completely falling asleep. And that is honestly
who's 35 for Leverkusen?
Deserved.
Who's 35
Number 35 for Leverkusen is, I don't think they have a 35. They have a 34 and a 25, which is Xhaka and Palacios. I don't think they have another number.
25. Palacios?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like Palacios just got it has to be Palacios to score. It's amazing speed to do it. And then all he has to do there is just get a good shot off, and that's it.
It is a deserved lead for Atalanta. They have been all over Leverkusen in this match. And it's actually going to be a free kick here, it looks like, for Leverkusen. I'm not sure about that one. If that's going to be a free kick for Leverkusen, that's a little weird. If that's going to be a free kick there, I'd give it to Atalanta. That's a weird one. Zappacosta gets tripped, and then Hincapié trips over the falling Zappacosta. And it's
In
Atalanta
most situations, that's not
conceding the foul. And oh! Okay.
Shot, but it's a foul.
Shot, but the foul is called before.
I think that would have been a foul.
Yeah.
It was right here.
Yeah, Zappacosta takes out Florian Wirtz, and then Scamacca comes in and goes for the shot.
But I feel like
Out
he
of nowhere.
stopped a bit after.
But the foul is called, and the ball is played over the top, headed out by Jim City.
Chested up, headed away, cross back up. Here come Atalanta.
And Juan Musso recovers the ball here. Quickly is going to play it out to Kolasinac.
Plays it back, but it's a light pass.
Or no, that's Ruggeri, not Kolasinac.
It's a giveaway.
Ruggeri's giving it to Xhaka. Palacios plays it through.
Bouncing, clear.
Not very good attempt at a flick from Grimaldo.
Given away.
It looks like Grimaldo's playing striker here. Or like right wing.
Pass cut out by Edmund pops over. Leverkusen giving instructions. Leverkusen coach Xabi Alonso giving instructions. I feel like if you're a Leverkusen fan, this is...
There have been stranger things.
If you're a Leverkusen fan, this is probably going to be one of the more scary games to go down. Because this is a hungry Atalanta side that isn't going to...
Well, not really. Then there was also the semifinal where the second leg against a in-form Roma side who were desperately trying to fight back from 2-0 down, completely dominated with, what's his name again? Paredes scoring 2 penalties, Milej Vilar being a literal god.
2 young players against each other, Milej Vilar and...
Yeah, 2 backup keepers around, both of them around the same age as well, like 23, 24.
Milej Vilar and... Who was the goalie for...
Maciej Kovac.
Isn't like Milej Vilar
And somehow, it's Vilar is Serbian. Kovac is Czech.
I knew one of them was Czech.
And that Roma game was really weird. It literally took a mistake, a small mistake from Milej Vilar, who had been amazing all game. He had 12 saves in that match. He had, I believe, a 3.9 XG against them. And
only conceded 2.
And those 2, one of them was off a mistake that just came out of nowhere, off a corner, goes for the ball and just slips through his hands. And Mancini, who was marking the back post, isn't able to get out of the way in time, hits his chest, goes into the goal, and all of a sudden, Leverkusen are 3-2 up on aggregate. So, Roma go for the kill. Oh, Frimpong cuts it back here, and Grimaldo's completely failed that. Wirtz, Stanisic in the box, right at Juan Musso. And it remains, deflection, and it remains 1-0 Atalanta. But anyways, the momentum completely shifts after that goal from Leverkusen.
You mean Atalanta?
No, I'm talking about the Roma-Leverkusen game. Or Leverkusen-Roma. It completely changes because that one mistake means that Leverkusen are trying to not lose and keep their unbeaten run, while Roma have to go all in for that equalizing goal.
I mean, we're trying to keep...
So both teams are going for each other's throats, and in the end, Leverkusen end up getting the goal through Josip Stanisic
And blasted over the bar by.
Gianluca Scamacca. Which, by the way, I have been hating on Scamacca for like all season, basically. But this guy has actually been amazing in the Europa League. Hats off to Gianluca Scamacca, man. West Ham flop.
Giveaway.
I said that he was going to utterly fail at Atalanta. I criticized him. I even said that Mario Balotelli would do better in the Italy squad. And this man has proven me wrong.
Here comes.
Hats off to Scamacca.
Here they go. It's an easy play by this. Not much threat in the end. A threat for Leverkusen. The start has really just been.
It's been all
warm
Atalanta.
up for. So all the.
But I've
chances
seen
for
Leverkusen
are being
been
cut out.
dominated more this season.
It's actually been pretty fair, but the Atalanta defense is cutting out their chances.
Yeah, they haven't had many good chances.
Because
Leverkusen.
in the end, they end
Atalanta
up getting put to bed.
are in complete control. And that is the thing. Gian Piero Gasperini has been at Atalanta since 2016 and has reached 5 finals
He's
in 8 years.
he's underrated. And haven't they qualified for the Europa League officially? Where are
Champions League.
they? So it doesn't.
Both teams, no matter the result, will be playing champions in the Champions League next season.
So what will happen with this spot gets passed down, right?
So if Atalanta win this, then Roma or whoever finishes 6th will qualify for the Champions League.
Wait, is Bologna in the Champions League?
And yes, and if Leverkusen win, then what they do is they actually reorganize the qualifying so that more teams go through.
One more team goes through.
Yeah.
It's something that always.
Which is the same thing for if Real Madrid win the Champions League.
They reorganize the qualifying. Which you usually see the Champions League winning team usually makes it to the Champions League in the end.
Yeah. So
Actually,
usually
it's the exact same situation in both finals.
And then there's the Conference League.
Wait, Atalanta's the designated home side, right?
Yes.
That's actually funny. 5th place in Germany, who will make
No.
the Champions League.
5th.
Dortmund. And 5th place in Italy.
Eintracht
Atalanta.
Frankfurt in the Champions League. I will be there no matter what.
That's actually possible.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact same situation in Europa League and Champions League.
Genuinely, it's been a deserved lead for Atalanta here. But I'm gonna say this again. I have seen Leverkusen be dominated even more.
Speaking of
And
that,
yet they are still 51 games without a loss.
speaking of Atalanta being, speaking of
And they're showing the goal again. And
Bologna's
you have to look at that, and it's just a brilliant play all around. Terrible position to be in for Atalanta, and they're just able to wiggle right out of it. That's actually Ademola Lookman's 3rd goal.
But wait, what
in the
position
Europa
is he
League.
again?
He's playing as one of the cams. He's
So-
normally a striker or a center forward.
He is a attacking position. He's been
Yeah.
pretty good though. Sometimes stats don't show you
And
how a player's been.
he's been brilliant all around this
It's an
season.
amazing play.
He has been
It's a
good.
good play to
And
play
then
Atalanta.
you also have to look there that... Okay, what was I saying again? I've seen Leverkusen be dominated harder this season. I've watched almost all of their games this season. There are some games where they have been completely dominated. and they still find a way to keep their unbeaten run. I have seen worse than this. And by the way, interesting stat here. The last 3 Europa League finals have gone to extra time.
Wow, passes completed. It's
So-
dominant by Leverkusen.
Will this match be finished in 90 minutes?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so.
I think it won't, but I don't think it's going to go to extra time. My prediction is that Atalanta score first, which so far has been correct.
Who did you have scoring first?
Then I had towards the end, 86th minute, Atalanta 2-1 up. And they get... Oh, it's 2-0. Ademola Lookman has scored again. Out of nowhere.
Is this a...
I wasn't even commentating. It is 2-0 Atalanta.
I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see this.
Look at that. Is the pass from Maciej Kovac and
Not
the header
his fault.
completely given away right to Lookman. Goes up there, gets past one, and takes the
What a
shot on the
goal.
outside of the box. Curls it into the bottom right, and it is 2-0
What a finish.
to Gasperini's men.
Just shakes off
Ademola Lookman with the double. And it's another time that Palacios has completely failed to mark Lookman.
And
Both goals here I'm putting on Palacios.
Palacios, he
And
the
Ademola
first one, he
Lookman has just
drifted.
doubled
he
his
lost
goal tally in the
Lookman.
Europa League. He's
He
got
went back
14
to
goals
watch
in all
Lookman.
competitions.
He went back for that first goal. He went back to watch Lookman just to lose track of him.
Yeah, so anyways, back to my prediction after I was just interrupted there by Ademola Lookman making it 2-0.
I was literally just walking around, and then I heard you say Atalanta scored, and I look up, and I'm like, what?
And truly, am I surprised? At the way they're playing, yes, but at the fact that Atalanta are winning after 27 minutes-ish, I'm not surprised, actually. I am not surprised. So I believe I had Gianluca Scamacca scoring first. And then I had an equalizer from, I think, Granit Xhaka. I think Granit Xhaka. Then I had Atalanta going 2-0 up again, or going 2-1 up through Ademola Lookman in the second half.
You had Lookman wait, who did you have scoring first?
It was Scamacca. And then I had an 86th minute leveler from, I think, Florian Wirtz. And then 97th minute Leverkusen winner from Jonathan Tah.
Your final score prediction can still be correct, but
Yeah.
not what actually.
Genuinely, it has been shocking how awful
Both of us
Leverkusen
were
have been.
saying.
I'm not surprised by how Atalanta have been playing. I'm surprised at how Leverkusen have been playing. And again, we've got Josip Stanisic up at, right wing. We've got Frimpong here at,
It's
cam.
slowly rotating.
Frimpong, speaking of him, tries to put the cross
block
in.
is-
I mean, Adley goes in for the ball.
Atalanta fall asleep for a
Does
second.
go down, but doesn't look like a foul to me. It looks like Adli just went for the ball and just got unfortunate with what happened there. It was Adli who initiated contact, but he ends up going
it's
down.
actually kind of, as you see,
Yeah.
he goes in low.
Zappacosta and Juan Musso making sure he's okay there. But yeah, you just can't argue for that as a foul. Adli clearly initiates contact.
He was trying to initiate contact.
He wasn't trying to draw a penalty. He was trying to win back the ball.
But he just got it.
But he just, kind of taken out there. He kind of ended up basically slide tackling, I believe, Zappacosta on accident. No, not Zappacosta, like Kolasinac, I believe. And basically just gets sandwiched by the ground and Kolasinac. And Ademola Lookman goes down, and we're going to have a free kick for Leverkusen.
You mean Atalanta?
Or Atalanta, around halfway. Here. Yeah. Disregard. Okay, so based on the entire season, let's do our combined 11 for this match. Alright, in goal, Maciej Kovac or Juan Musso? Who are you going for, Connor? I am taking Maciej Kovac. Oh, it could be 3 here.
Oh my gosh.
And it's good defending, playing ping pong in the box there.
Leverkusen get the ball back, they're going to want to start a counter, but they don't.
Yeah, it's just been all Atalanta here. Lookman on the left. Ademola Lookman still hunting down his hat trick. Scamacca. And that's an easy one for Maciej Kovac. Yeah, from outside the box, doesn't get enough power on it.
It's unlucky the way
it looks like he hit the top of the ball there.
On accident. Like he was
I don't think he was trying to... He definitely wasn't trying to do that. That's actually Atalanta's 3rd shot on target. That is Atalanta's first shot on target that hasn't been a goal.
Well,
and it was their first shot that wasn't Ademola Lookman. So...
I said...
And it's going to be a throw-in for Atalanta here.
Leverkusen's titles, if stoppage time didn't exist, disappears.
Yeah, literally. Seriously, though. I saw a stat somewhere back when they beat West Ham, after they beat West Ham, that they had scored in stoppage time like 14 times. And that was after they beat West Ham. That's not even counting all the games they scored in stoppage time afterwards.
Carson, Mike, so who's going to win if Leverkusen were to win the final? Who would, and Real Madrid win the Champions League final? That's going to be a weird Super Cup. It's basically just going to be like, is somebody going to...
Atalanta versus Dortmund, I will be there no matter what.
Imagine Atalanta versus Real Madrid. That's actually...
Gianpiero Gasperini has been amazing. Why are they talking about Bayern? This is literally... It may be the captions here misreading it, but I have the captions on. Oh yeah, by the way, Leverkusen.
No, we're talking about Bayern Leverkusen.
51 games unbeaten. However, they are 2-0 down. I have seen comebacks bigger than this. Just look at their matches against Karabakh. First leg, 2-0 down. Scored 2 late goals, including a 93rd minute equalizer from Patrick Schick.
I hate Schick. After watching that, I hate Schick.
Or I believe 91st minute equalizer. Second leg, in Germany, they go 2-0 down. Leverkusen get one back. But it's still 2-1 in stoppage time until the man again, Patrick Schick, This guy, if you remember, this man used to be a Bundesliga goal machine. He was competing with prime Lewandowski there.
And now randomly he just popped up out of nowhere.
And scored in both the 93rd and 97th minute to turn a loss into a win.
Yeah, honestly, I remember you telling me,
And
Leverkusen are winning in essentially stoppage, or losing in essentially stoppage time. And you came down like 8 minutes later. Leverkusen are winning. I was like, no, you're
Scamacca
lying.
picks up a yellow.
And you're like, no, I'm not.
Interesting.
I did not.
And Florian Wirtz
is
also will
being
pick up a
disciplined
yellow.
for. I think it's.
Oh yeah, Scamacca goes in. That's a definite yellow card there for.
And then I feel like right here.
Oddly.
Right here.
Yeah, it goes right into him.
Well,
Doesn't
Wirtz was
get
saying
the ball.
I think
And then
Wirtz
Wirtz-
said it should have been a red. Was trying to say.
Wirtz was complaining. That's why he's gotten booked.
So dissent. Is that dissent?
Yes.
I think.
It's seriously
Wirtz is
though.
booked
It's
for
like
dissent and.
I have not seen. I was saying this earlier that I've seen worse from Leverkusen, but now that even more of this game has been played, I have not seen worse from Leverkusen this season. This is the lowest of lows they've been in this season.
Atalanta knows Leverkusen. What?
This team is unfamiliar with defeat. These guys
You want to know what
might be getting complacent. What do you
This-
think, Connor?
What do you think is the
That
best?
all of these unbeaten games, 51 games, do you think that's made them complacent? Prone to mistakes here? Especially Palacios. He has been awful.
I know. Like, well, Leverkusen's strategy is to let your opponents.
Oh, ball over the top! And Juan Musso
let your
collects.
opponents get tired and then come back late. But if you have a good depth team who can use their
Josip
substitutes,
Stanisic is a tired legs merchant.
who can use their
Or not Josip Stanisic. Patrick Schick.
Yeah, but that's their strategy. But if you have a good depth team, it stops Leverkusen from doing what they're doing. And then another thing you can do, just go full out. If you put too much on them at the start, they're going to have to play it very hard. Because Leverkusen's a team who will slowly get better. That's why you want to.
Oh, Wirtz playing it in the Frimpong. Frimpong looks like it's gonna be out for a corner
Which
here.
is the best way to beat a Leverkusen team. I think could have been Jose Mourinho's Roma.
I'm not sure though.
A team who can park the bus.
But
very
they're not
well.
always successful. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I agree with that. Just look at last season. Last season, I feel like a lot of people are forgetting this, but did you see his form? Like, I am not, like, genuinely, we've seen this before from Leverkusen. Last season, they were on this huge unbeaten run after Alonso came in. And they were brilliant in the Europa League. They'd climbed from 17th to 6th in the Bundesliga, and even at one point were in contention for the title with like 5 games to go or something like that. On paper, they were 6th, and they needed a miracle to win the title. But still mathematically possible. It was the main thing there. And
It could be. Parking the-
they have been absolutely insane.
So
In the Europa League, absolutely wiping away a brilliant underdog team in Uwan Sangalewaza without breaking a sweat away from home, which, by the way, Victor Boniface actually scored in that tie last season. And then they came across Jose Mourinho's Roma, a team that was struggling in the league, but had made it to the semifinals of the Europa League, having just taken down, who was it in the quarterfinals?
Was it like? Who was it? Trying to think.
Feyenoord, I remember now. They had that was the weirdest game, man. They lost the first leg.
Oh
1-0,
yeah, that.
which I predicted that first leg loss, but exactly, by the way, 1-0. And then they go to the second leg. They score the equalizer, and it looks like it'll be heading to extra time. Boom! Feyenoord get one at the very end. And all of a sudden, Roma are in need of a goal. They get a last-minute goal, and then they go ahead and score another 2 in extra time to win the tie 4-2 on aggregate. I swear the weather has been literally insane these past 2 days. From actual, like, hot as the sun to thunderstorms
Yes,
in, like, 5 minutes.
What did you expect from New York?
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, Roma. They came across Roma with a huge unbeaten run, or not unbeaten run, a huge unbeaten run, but a massive form. They come across Roma, and they can't score at all. And 1 goal in the first leg.
It's the danger.
From Eduardo Bove, followed by a Mourinho-style 0-0 draw, is enough to see Roma in the Europa League final.
Game is
two-legged
tie. If you're losing after the first leg,
can score in.
A Leverkusen team losing after the first leg, that is probably going to be the most likely to lose, because that team isn't going to do what Leverkusen wants them to do. They're not going to be pushing for a goal.
To be fair, that's kind of an interesting way of looking at it.
It's Leverkusen's strategy.
Leverkusen are like
back at the start.
Not really. They don't. They play with possession. They play on the front foot. They're a high pressing team as well.
But they just take advantage of you when you're tired.
This is like a Pep Guardiola.
What a could be a
Carlo Ancelotti and Jurgen Klopp all thrown into one. Here.
Oh, what a play here!
Oh, and it's saved by Maciej Kovac. That was close from Maciej Kovac. Charles Catalara, and they had another attack there, and the whistle's being blown.
For what?
I believe offsides on Coat Miners. Yeah, save there. Good save. Oh no, it's a foul on Grimaldo.
Oh, what a ball here.
The ball out on the left wing, crossed in, right to Juan Musso. And I don't think he'll be in any rush to get rid of the ball here. This is simply the worst
it's a good play by
first half
it's
I've seen this season.
It's just, you can see he reads it pretty well. He just slowly, he makes sure the play.
And that's including their tie against Karabakh.
Right,
both matches, both legs. And there's actually a man down for Atalanta in the middle of the park here, and it's Ederson.
Could be two. We could have a double foul here because I saw a foul. I think this is.
Yeah, Ederson goes up for the ball and
not a foul.
Goes down, just lands awkwardly.
But what I saw was like when the header was jumped up for, I saw one of the Leverkusen players using.
Yeah, they're showing the second goal again.
Amazing.
Xhaka and Palacios get completely ghosted. That is just completely awful positioning from Palacios.
But that's good play.
It's terrible positioning from Palacios, and then Ademola Lookman just has to get past Granit Xhaka, and he does.
Because the reason why he went for the nutmeg there is because he
The
could have
only
either
way-
gone backwards, so he went through the legs, and then had a pretty easy open shot.
That would be funny if there's no added time, so Leverkusen can't win.
Yeah, that's Leverkusen.
These guys,
Leverkusen's
if
night.
they're playing a good team and they have and there's no added time, they will lose.
That's their nightmare. No added time. But that's why Leverkusen is such a good team now.
Because they're able to go across for the entire minutes. They have they have the depth to be able to bring on players of that quality late in the games. Hell, Florian Wirtz and Josip Stanisic came on in the 81st and I believe 90th minute respectively. In that second leg against Roma.
It's 2 added minutes for...
Yeah, 2 added minutes here. And Leverkusen
starts,
are getting back into this game, but they still just aren't able to create anything.
Easy cut off.
This Atalanta defense has been absolutely brilliant.
It's just bouncing.
There's a bounce on
That would
that
have
shot
never
from
gone
Granit Xhaka.
I feel like right here...
Xhaka takes it, and there's a bounce right in front of the goal, which has it go over Juan Musso.
But he has his angle close.
Kind of close.
It's not really dangerous.
The thing that made it dangerous was the bounce. Because if he had gotten that more to the left, which by the way, I didn't even realize that Xhaka was left-footed until this season. I didn't know he was left-footed. I honestly didn't know he was left-footed.
Oh, here comes it's
Kolasinac just.
But what I was gonna say is, Leverkusen would not be a good time.
Boom, boom.
A few years ago. You know what Leverkusen's dream is? That one game where there was like 54 added minutes.
Oh yeah. They would literally score 8. Oh yeah, did you see that earlier today? Eintracht Frankfurt played a friendly against VfL Germania.
Who's that?
For like a lower tier side. They won 13-1, but that's not the reason why I'm bringing this up. 2 of those 13 goals that Frankfurt scored came from Kevin Trapp. And neither of them were penalties.
Hold on. Wait, open play?
Yeah, both of them open play.
What happened?
We're over added time here, and that's going to be halftime. 2-0.
Wow.
2-0 Atalanta
I was
at
not
halftime.
expecting this.
Honestly, am I surprised? Not really. I'm surprised at how Leverkusen have been playing. I am not surprised at all about how good Atalanta have been playing. These guys are the ultimate giant killers of the Europa League. I did not see this coming. Group stage. I did have them topping the group actually, but from there, round of 16 against Sporting with Gyökeres in such good form.
Well,
I had
a tight
Atalanta
win
going out.
I had a tight win for
Atalanta then go through. The next round against Liverpool, I didn't write them off, but I never said that they would. I said that they wouldn't be able to get through against Liverpool, and they instead go to Anfield and win 3-0.
You know what I literally said?
Then
no, this is what I actually said.
Then semifinals
it's
against
a good Atalanta
Marseille.
team,
Connor,
but Liverpool's just better.
Then Atalanta play Marseille, a team, a semi-finalist in a European competition. You can never write off, number one. But number two, this team had Aubameyang, who has been a goal machine in the Europa League.
Never would I hear that. Think I would hear that in 2024.
And they breeze past Marseille into the final to play a Leverkusen team who had gone 51 games unbeaten. And everyone thought that Leverkusen was going to win easily. I saw a poll of who would win the Europa League, and I believe it was like 93% for Leverkusen. And Atalanta are 2-0 up at halftime. Brilliance. Absolutely amazing from Gasparini's men. Alright. We'll see you guys for the second half. Here, I'm gonna... Where did they put the mute button?
wait just a few minutes.
All right, we are back for
Ivy!
second half. We're back for the second half here.
You get your nose down.
And it looks like there will be a change here from Atalanta with Giorgio Scalvini coming on for, it looks like Kolasinac is coming off. And for Leverkusen, it's Victor Boniface on for... Yeah, for Leverkusen, it's Victor Boniface coming on for Josip Stanisic. Yeah. So, I think that's definitely the right decision there from Leverkusen. I think they had absolutely, like, they had Frimpong trying, like, basically playing right wing when his strength offensively is getting in behind. They had no presence up top, and they had Florian Wirtz not being able to get on the ball. They need to have Leverkusen need to have that presence up front from Boniface so that they can have Florian Wirtz playing deeper and getting on the ball. And which would also, and they also need someone, they also need to make a change. They needed that change there with Stanisic coming off so that Frimpong isn't playing right wing, so that he's actually in that right wing back slot. So I think that's the perfect substitution there from Leverkusen. Let's just see how it works out.
So I'm going to have some things that you guys are going to have to do today, okay? Because we got that list that Mom left for you that you got to get stuff packed for tomorrow, okay?
So guys, Xhaka showing off his goalkeeping skills, gets fouled, and then literally falls down and grabs the ball. Yeah, it's fine. So, yeah. Still, like, Kolasinac has been struggling with an injury since that first leg in Marseille. So it makes sense why he's coming off. But he's had a really good game. But, and again, Scalvini is a very brilliant defender. And he's only 19. I believe. He may be 20. But still such a young center back. It's so amazing. Like he is really good at this one.
What's you eating today? Popcorn? Oh.
Now Gasperini.
He got this one because he didn't do Mickey. Oh, don't.
Okay. Lookman tries to put it in the cross. But it's out. The referee goes down. And Leverkusen recycle possession there. Cope Miners recovers the ball back for Atalanta, and they're off again. Ademola Lookman playing through to Cope Miners, and that's brilliant defending from Hincapié. The cross played in past Jonathan Tah. If not for Hincapié, that would be a simple tap in there for Charles de Catalara. And it'll be a corner for... It'll be a corner here for Atalanta. And it looks like it's going to be Ademola Lookman on the corner here for Atalanta. Played in. That's headed out.
He started in the water for me.
Back to Lookman.
You're not mad now?
Let's go.
Skip every time.
And Gary loses the ball.
Whoa!
Frimpong in behind. Goes down.
Get down
Ederson tracking back. Clips Frimpong there. And it will be a free kick, or maybe a corner. I can't tell you from this angle. Yeah, it's actually going to be a corner for Leverkusen. Cross headed out by Jim City. And we're out for a throw in here. And that really just shows like what Frimpong can do and why Stanisic had to come off, because Frimpong was playing as a right winger here. And he just was not able to get in behind. And making those runs in behind is the strength of Frimpong. And even after that change, Leverkusen, and after halftime, Leverkusen they've gotten back into this game a little more, but it's still, the advantage still goes to Atalanta, because Leverkusen, they don't have like a massive advantage. This second half has been pretty even so far. And after that 2-0 from the first half, Leverkusen can't afford to be having an even second half. They have to be in control here. Zappacosta, Cope Miners. Tries to get it out there to De Catalara. And they try and run the ball back, and it's going to be a throw in to Leverkusen here defensively. It's Grimaldo. Palacios. Trying to get an attack started, but again, it's like Leverkusen have, like, they can't do anything, really. It's like they have no answers to this. Atalanta. Yeah, Leverkusen have only been 2-0 down before this season. 4 times. Not once have they come back to win. However, they have come back to draw all 4 times. 2 of them... Actually, no, they have come back to win once against Karabaj, but... Atalanta is not Karabaj. This is a European final, and I don't think that Atalanta are just gonna fall apart like Karabakh did. But anyways, through Hincapié, and it's a deflection from De Catalara, and it's gonna be a corner here for Leverkusen. Grimaldo.
That's enough.
Wirtz
That's enough.
plays in and it's blocked by Cope Miners, who had actually announced that he's leaving at the end of the season. It's not like his contract is up or anything, but he will be leaving. This is his final European game for Atalanta. His final knockout game for Atalanta. And he has been brilliant. It looks like Mario Pasalic is actually warming up here for Atalanta. And just from what I've seen so far, I don't see a way that Leverkusen can get back into this. Now, they've done the impossible before, and I'm not ruling out them doing the impossible. But it's just that. Impossible. It says it in the phrase itself. This is a very difficult situation for Leverkusen to come back from. Atalanta been the perfect foil to Alonso's men here. To Die Werk self. And it's like they have no answers. They really have no answers. And no team has ever come back in the Europa League final to win after being 2-0 down. No team has done it in the Conference League either. And only one team has ever done it in the history of the UEFA finals, and it's actually going to be De Catalara coming off for Pasalic now. But there has only ever been one team.
What's the score?
There has only ever been one team to come back from 2-0 down or more in a European Cup final.
Do you want this?
Liverpool. No, I don't like that.
Do you
Liverpool.
want it?
Liverpool in 2005. Don't put it there. The dog's gonna get into it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Hien. Isak Hien. Wirtz gets the ball back in his frimpong, puts the cross, and that's not a very good cross, right to Juan Musso, who will cover the ball there.
What happened?
Not a very good cross from frimpong at all. It does take a slight deflection off Ederson, but
It's a good block. Okay.
yeah. So
In front.
based on what you saw in the first half, Connor, what changes would you make if you were Xabi Alonso? I said that I'd take off Stanisic and Adley, and I'd bring on Jonas Hoffmann and Victor Boniface. They brought off Stanisic for Boniface, and he's gone. So it's just me again, fellas. Man's ditching a European final. And yeah, Leverkusen have not lost in 361 days. Their last loss was against Bochum on match day 34 of last season's Bundesliga. Xhaka with the free kick taken quickly here. Florian Wirtz tries to get it into Boniface. Defender goes to get it there. Adley across. How is Frimpong? Oh my.
I don't know.
Yeah, the pass to Virus, they try and get it. The defender can't get it. I mean, oddly,
I poop.
plays the cross in, and it's across the
And your dad-
Jeremy
and your
Frimpong.
pull-up, you mean? Or just...
And he just smashes it over
No,
the
I
bar.
just pooped in the potty.
Poop in the
He
potty?
just completely blazes it over the bar. Mistake.
Good girl.
Seriously.
And then
Wirtz tries for the pass, and
I need
should be. It's not a good pass. Should be easy for.
Yes, just a second.
It should be easy for the defender to get there, but
I know.
Oh, I don't know.
he doesn't. And I mean, oddly picks up the scraps, goes to play in the cross, and
No, not you.
Frimpong doesn't make a good connection with it. And now we're back to where we actually are in the game here, where Zappacosta will get a yellow card for that challenge on Amir Adli. And it's Grimaldo. And Wirtz standing over him. Wirtz is running off, and it's Grimaldo to play it in. And it's headed away. And after an hour played, Atalanta lead 2-0. No, it's Palacios. Hincapié. Palacios. To Grimaldo, and it's out. Blocked by the defense there. And I think that's Zappacosta over there. He's going to play the ball up. It's over both Xhaka and Lookman, and Frimpong recovers possession there. And it looks like they might be calling something there. Yeah, they're calling foul there on Ademola Lookman, I believe. Yeah, and it will be a free kick to Atalanta near around halfway. And still 15 minutes into the second half. It's completely different from the first half. Leverkusen have gone back into the game, but Atalanta have still shown that they are not going to throw this away easily. They have shown in these 15 minutes here that they're not going to make this easy on Leverkusen. And Leverkusen have shown that they're not going to go down without a fight. Now, Cope Miner is going for the ball. Good pressing from Atalanta, but he just slips there, and Leverkusen recover the ball. And that'll be a free kick there. Yeah, quite simple. Grimaldo. Hincapié.
Yeah, you want to
Xhaka tries to get it to Boniface, but just can't get it there. Palacios.
I don't eat the other one. I eat the,
And I think they're actually calling foul there from Amin Adli on Isak Hien.
I eat that. That one is my favorite. Can I have two? Can I have two?
Atalanta aren't just sitting back, though. They're going for the kill. They want to finish off this game. But that might be a weakness here. Is it out to Victor Boniface? Boniface. Plays in, and that's simple for the defense to pick up there. That cross. It's back. Gapier. Xhaka. Granit Xhaka.
Just a second.
Wirtz. Florian Wirtz plays in the cross. Ooh, that was a close one, and Juan Musso does get to it. And it remains 2-0. He had pressure on him from Grimaldo, and Musso is able to catch the ball there. He's been brilliant in goal for Atalanta. And that's why Atalanta, like, this man is the reason why they still have a clean sheet. It looks like there was a little collision there between Grimaldo and Juan Musso, with Juan Musso still down. You're receiving treatment here. And it's really going to be a shame there if he has to come off. And it doesn't look like he will be coming off. And nope, he will be staying on. And it's ping-ponging around here with the ball. Adamola Lookman. To, I believe, Ruggeri, that is. Coat Miners. Brilliant attacking play. This has just been brilliant all around from Atalanta, and it's Zappacosta out on the wing, and it will be a throw-in for Atalanta. Ivy, good. So, here, Leverkusen trapped in their own half here. And we're back to ping-ponging it, and this time it goes out of play for an Atalanta throw.
Be careful the Ivy doesn't get it. Ivy!
Wow. And it's... The pass is intercepted there by... Scalvini. Oh, and Lookman goes down. And
Look at me.
it will be a free kick for Atalanta. Tapsoba will be booked for that. Sticks his leg out, and Lookman goes down.
Right there.
Yep. And it's played up. Atalanta aren't just defending here. They are actively trying to score a third. And we're having a substitution here. Robert Andrich will come on for Palacios. And it looks like Adam Hlojek is gonna come on. Adam Hlojek will come on for Grimaldo. So Grimaldo will come off for Robert Andres. And it's out wide. Victor Boniface goes inside. Andrich can't control the ball. Frimpong. Robert Andrich recently got called up to the German national team squad for the Euros. Back to Jonathan Tah, his teammate for Germany. Now the Ecuadorian Piero Hincapié. Back to Jonathan Tah. Xhaka. Blocked. Cope Miners putting Tah under pressure, and it's back to Maciej Kovac. And Atalanta recover possession here. Wow, like, I have not seen a worse game this season from Leverkusen. Atalanta have been the perfect foil for him, and Cope Miners is going to pick up a yellow card here for that foul on Florian Wirtz, tugging on his shirt there.
This is mine.
And now we, like, 20 minutes to go in regulation. And Leverkusen have just had no answers. Now, that will be a throw in. The cross, or that switch isn't a very good attempt to switch there. Xhaka. Andrich. Xhaka. Jonathan Tah. Tapsoba tries to play it into Wirtz, but it's cleared out for a Leverkusen throw. And that's the thing, though. Both teams are going to have to, like, Atalanta have to recognize Leverkusen's biggest strength this season. They have to be sparing with their substitution so early on here, because that is Leverkusen's whole strategy. Late on, they bring on fresh legs because they have the depth to do that. They bring on fresh legs up top to go for more goals against the tired legs in defense.
What are you doing?
And
What are you doing?
watching soccer.
Where's Rex? Where's Rex? It's up there. It's up there.
And hang on, I just drew a blank here. So what was I talking about? Yeah, so they, like, Atalanta have to be careful not to get caught tired legs at the back here. Because if they are, then Leverkusen will do what Leverkusen have done all season. And they will come back late on. And that will be a foul there on Ederson. Frimpong just slaps him in the face, basically. And actually, Robert Andrich is going to pick up a yellow for dissent. Now, I've actually said, I was praising Juan Musso earlier, but he hasn't done as much as I really, like, made it out that he was. He hasn't done too much, but when he's been tested, he's never had any issues with it. Only 3 clubs have ever won the Europa League from Serie A.
Battle!
Apparently. And a little bit of chaos there, but it's cleared out by Atalanta. Still bouncing, both teams. Scamacca fighting like 3 Leverkusen players for the ball. Robert Andrich. Ederson gets it. Avoids the challenge, plays it out. Here, makes the run. Headed out by Jonathan Tah. And it's Tapsoba now. Xhaka. Okay, back to Xhaka here. Aminadli. Capier loses the ball there. Scamacca. Gianluca Scamacca. Ademola Lookman, who is still hunting that hat trick. And he gets it! What a strike! Ademola Lookman has scored a hat trick.
That's basically...
And with 15 minutes to go, it looks to be certain doom for Leverkusen. Look at that. It's brilliant. Scamacca takes on everyone, and Lookman gets in that position. No one around him, puts it on his left, and just fizzes it into the top left.
Amazing game by him.
Yeah, just goes around on his left and just smashes it in to the top corner. And you cannot save that. What a way to score a hat trick. First goal, brilliant run in the box. Second goal,
Oh no, what happened?
gets past, like brilliant to get past the defenders and slot it into the bottom corner. And now, top corner on the counter. It's a 2 against 5. And it still ends up being 3-0. Ademola Lookman's first ever Europa League hat trick. And I believe the first ever hat trick in a Europa League final. If I'm seeing this correctly here. And wow. It is like this, when I mean this is bad, when I say this is bad, I really mean it. Seriously. It's not like Leverkusen just, had a really good defense and keeper against them. All that is outside the box. Nothing's going to be given. No! Hang on. It's like they haven't been able to create anything either. And just, wow. Man. Ivy was trying to eat it. She can't eat it. She gets sick.
Let me check.
You have to eat it, Riley. Riley, sit down and eat it, okay? And it's not like they're just stopping here. No, they are still going for it. Wow. Pasalic. Scamacca. Zappacosta. Across to Ederson. Strikes. Pretty simple for Maciej Kovac. And it's oh my, okay, sorry guys. No. Nothing. So it's out here to Amin Adli. Adli. Wirtz. It's right at the keeper with an insurmountable task ahead of them.
I know, the kind of person is doing something, so just chillax.
And it's just nothing. They can't create anything. And it looks like it's going to be Patrick Schick and Nathan Tella coming on here in a moment. Scamacca goes down.
Stay back.
Are they going to call anything there? No, they're just going to give a throw in here for Leverkusen.
Answer what?
But we have some substitutions here. Florian Wirtz's game is over. Bundesliga player of the season. He's been brilliant, but I don't think he's deserved it. Will come off for the Czech striker Patrick Schick, and Nathan Tella will come on for Jeremy Frimpong. With 10 minutes for Leverkusen to slice apart a 3-0 deficit. An absolutely insurmountable task. Surely impossible. And they're still going for goals. That's the best part about this. They're not sitting back, even after being 3-0 up. Scamacca has a shot, but it's a pretty simple one there for Maciej Kovac. And you can see the desperation. And you can tell why. This isn't like a 1-goal deficit. No, this is the worst. Like, this is the most goals they've been down by this season. 3-0. Tops the ball. Nathan Tella puts in the cross, and it's over from Patrick Schick. He might have taken a slight deflection there, but yeah, and it's no, it does take a deflection there off Jim City. And seriously, it's been a brilliant performance here from Atalanta, and they have truly deserved this lead. Completely deserved. And it looks to be like Leverkusen will taste defeat for the first time in 361 days. We're having a change here a double change here from Atalanta with El Bilal Toure coming on for Gianluca Scamacca and Zappacosta coming off. Zappacosta will also come off here for Hateboer. goal kick played up. Toure can't get to it there. Back from Jonathan Tah. Plays it back to the keeper. Maciej Kovac. No team has ever won a European final by more than 4 goals. Oh, and Toure's in, but Kovac clears it out there. Xabi Alonso is fuming on the touchline. And it's over the bar. Or, well over the bar there. Five minutes of regulation to go. And 3-0 Atalanta. Now that's a very bad way to give away possession there. Robert Andrich, Granit Xhaka, Nathan Tella, and it's out for a corner for Leverkusen. Puts it in there, and it's cleared out, and just wow, man. Genuine. And it's played in here. Headed. It's cleared out. Yeah, so basically, hang on, I'm getting a call here.